Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench with my Lie-Nielsen tools. So I'm down to only two Lie-Nielsen planes. My trusty low-angle block plane and my 62. Now, Lie-Nielsen calls it a jack plane or a low-angle jack plane. I personally still believe it is nothing more than a block plane. Okay? It is, when Stanley designed it, it is my understanding that it was a tool, very specific tool, made for the butcher block industry, where they were making butcher blocks out of end grain wood. So all your end grain had to be cut off, and they needed a low angle plane with a low angle blade to cut through the end grain cleanly. So that's the folklore that I was told. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if anyone knows it's true. But when you look at the design of the plane, it is basically a bevel up block plane. So you know I like my low angle bevel up Lie-Nielsen block plane and feel everyone should have one. I'd like to have two, but I have one. We've talked about how when you have a blade, the lower the angle of the cutting edge, the easier to cut. That's why block planes are used primarily for end grain. So if I were to use this chisel as an example, on a beveled down plane, it is bedded at 45 degrees. So your effective cutting angle is 45 degrees. And it doesn't matter how many secondary or tertiary bevels you put on that cutting edge, you're never going to change that 45 degree, just the way it is. On a bevel up plane that's down at 12 degrees, you have 12 degrees and 25 degree primary, and you hone to a finished 25 degrees, you have an effective cutting angle of 37 degrees, making it cut extremely easy. The one side back of that, if you use it for face grain, okay, if you use it for cranky woods, woods that just tear out looking at them, you will get more tear out. Woods that behave themselves, like this piece of red oak, it's not a problem. Even quarter sawn, it's not a problem. It works just fine. But if you have a wood that's tearing out on you, that's why they made the adjustable toe. Okay, you can see this is a toe plate, and that plate slides in and out. You loosen the top knob and you use this lever and you can open and close the mouth. I keep mine what I would call medium fine. All right, I can go finer. And it's the same thing with my 62. Currently, I would call that even a medium, not even medium fine. So by closing the mouth, that is how you control your tear out. Any questions? So, do you have a low angle plane, a larger low angle plane, either a number 4, a number 5, a number 7? I know that a couple different ones are made out there. One of the reasons they say you only need, if you could have just one plane, what would you put in your toolbox? Naturally, it would have to have some sort of length to it. So a small block plane wouldn't be a good carpenter's tool. So you need something with some substance. So you would automatically think of the number 5, the jack plane. But if you want to do end grain, and if you need to change angles, because at a low angle like this, if you get into some cranky woods, it's going to misbehave. Then you have to hone a steeper angle on the blade. So then all you do, and I have some additional blades tucked away with steeper angles. So at 37 degrees, you're below standard pitch. You want to be at 45 degrees for standard pitch. You want to be at 50 for York. You want to be at 55 for middle, and you want to be at 60 for cabinet pitch. So 60 minus 12 is 48. You'd have to hone a secondary bevel, be it a micro bevel, on the front of the blade at 48 degrees. And then you can plane cranky woods with a tight mouth and a fine cut, and they will not give you any tear out. So, yes, with a few blades, the number 62 is your plane of choice. Ah, so glad you could be with me. I don't know what the weather's like by you, but it doesn't want to make up its mind this year. If it wants to be 40, 50, 60, 90, that's why the sweatshirt's back on. But in all things, give thanks, for that's what we got. I think one of my videos up ahead is going to be make some models depicting blades and angles and bevels. This quartered red oak really is beautiful. I used to get this by the truckload, and I'm not talking small truckload, I'm talking tractor trailer loads. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. And it came in, it was still wet. And I had to sticker it and dry it. I've got some left, not a lot. Head out to your shop. Go make some shavings, but not before you like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.